Hey guys, how's it going? And welcome back to another episode of Feed the Beast with myself, Lewis. I hope you're all brilliant and well and have had a great Christmas. You enjoyed the Christmas Tech It episode and a tour of my room, which was very, very weird indeed. Now, today we're back in Feed the Beast, so, you know, Christmas is over, everything's been done. I'm going to have a little sleep quickly before the evil things come out. But, you know, yeah, Christmas is over, we've got to start moving on now. So, I think the first thing we're going to do is we're going to start by finishing off the chicken area. Now, I'm also going to throw a bit of water and some buckets down into the quarry, just so we can at least try and get what's left of all the bits down there. We're pretty much done. But I think we need to get down there and relocate at some point as well, because there isn't... Oh, I can hear a zombie hiding somewhere. Yeah, we need to relocate the quarry at some point, and let's take a few of these. There we go. Yeah, we're going to relocate it to somewhere a little bit different. Oh, very nice. And then what I'm going to do after that is I'm probably going to be moving Feed the Beast onto a different Feed the Beast mod pack. And I'm going to see if I can take the world with me. If I can't take the world with me, then I will try and rebuild it as much to spec as I can as this one. So, yeah, that should probably do it. I'm going to throw these in the corners, and it should sort out all the lava down there. But yeah, we're going to move Feed the Beast onto a different mod pack, purely because this is still the 1.4.2 beta pack. And if any of you who played the Feed the Beast have realised there is a Direwolf 20 pack on there, which is looking rather nice. That has Red Power 2 and bits in it. I know the new Red Power will be coming out soon, but that is pretty damn awesome. And they've also got one for the Minecraft team, and that is pretty packed out as well. Both of them have a lot more mods than this one does. And, you know, Red Power is a big one for me, which I'm hoping to get my hands on very soon. So, there we go. I'm going to hang out a little bit, because I'm a little bit sure that the Feed the Beast guys are going to make a fully out of beta pack at some point, which will have tons in it. In the meantime, you've got obviously the Minecraft guys and the Direwolf 20 pack, which I'm going to be looking into, and we'll probably migrate this onto one of those for the time being. I'm not really too sure which one we're going to do, so if you've got any preferences or you've been playing them, then give me a shout. I like the Direwolf 21, that looks quite nice. The one for the Minecraft guys looks a little bit more on the kind of, there's quite a few fun mods, random mods in there, but I like the whole technical side of it, which I guess you guys probably all know if you watch Direwolf 20, he's all about that sort of stuff, which is the kind of bits and bobs I love watching. So let's go crack on with the chicken farm. Now, I have some ideas, so you guys have all been going mental about this, but you know, I know what I'm doing, so... This here is working perfectly fine. It's going a lot faster now. Once it hits full speed, this will be picking up one every time it has like a full cycle. So it'll be running pretty damn quick. Now, what I'm going to do, which might seem a little bit weird, is I'm going to remove these stones down here. And what we're going to have is going to be a little bit different. So, firstly, I need to actually get down here to do this. There we go. And I need to grab some of these items back here. There we go. Right, let's get this guy back up and running before he loses all his heat, which he probably already has. There we go. Oh no, he's staying nice and fast. Now, I need this rock to move, and I need a signal to do that. So, I'm thinking we might have to move it down one. We can try, but I'm not sure if it's going to work, so let's give it a little go, shall we? Now, I want the piston to be running in this direction, so I know you're all saying that you can get a thing to move it around, but I really can't remember what it is. I think it's a screwdriver, which is like, was it an iron on the end of a stick or something? It might be it. Let's have a look. I can't actually remember. Let's give this a go. Is it that? Nope, I can't remember. My brain is failing me today. Okay, right. Now, let's get rid of this guy. And we need to pop it there. So I'm going to prop myself up one. There we go. Put this guy here, like that. And then that's going to be pulling on that, which is very nice. Let's take you. Now this actually seems to be accounting for both of these, which is a little bit annoying. Yeah. So I got a feeling we are going to have to move this one up one step, just so we can grab all the bits. Or we could move it down one, or we could move this to the side of it, which seems like a more viable option. But I've got a feeling that's still going to be hitting this guy down here, so we're going to have to find a different way of doing this, or a way of powering these both at the same time, purely because if I turn that like that, this will then not work, which is a bit annoying, and won't put it into suction mode. So we're gonna have to find a way of properly sorting this one out. I need this guy more here, to be honest. So let's move this one up like that. He needs to sit there like that. Yeah, that'll do it. That's the trick. You can go there. Pow. There we go. Right. Now. So that's fine, because when it's like that, then what I'm going to do down here is we're going to dig away into here. I'm going to dig a little bit further down. Do the digging. And I'm going to go grab some nether brick, because we're going to make a very nice little furnace down there. And that way we can let all the chickens fall down through the water, and hopefully they're going to fall into there and won't be able to get into my piped area. But, you know, only time's going to tell with that one. This is still a work in the progress. Here we go. Bit of nether brick. Very nice indeed. We got 4. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Did I pick up a flint and steel when I was on my adventures? I'm pretty sure I picked up a flint and steel, didn't I? Or not. Nope. Doesn't look like it. Okay. Have we got any flint? Yes, we have flint. Very nice. Flint. And we've got iron. And I forgot the recipe for flint and steel. Let's just quickly do this one, shall we? Flint and... oh, there we go. Very nice. Very easy. Okay, right. You there. And you there. And 1 flint and steel. Let's go pack these into here. And this should create a very nice little furnace to get our chickens nice and warm. And I'm not too sure how the guys in the top are actually doing at the minute. Let's go have a look. Because, this is, like I said, this isn't a service, so I think they're still growing. Yes, they're still babies. But they'll eventually get there. And once they get going, then the eggs are on the roll, then it'll be a lot quicker. Now, you need to go here. And be set a lad like so. There we go. Right, now. You can be filled in there. Now I need a obsidian pipe once again, which is going to be going from this direction around here. So we're going to use cobble once again, like this. And we need to power the pipe, so we could dig under there. That makes sense really, doesn't it? There we go. And this guy can sit down here. Now we need another... oh, we need to go make another piston, actually. So let's go grab some bits and make another piston quickly. Oh, all this stuff. It's mind-boggling. Mind-boggling! I'm no good at this sort of stuff, to be honest. So, yeah. But guys, can you see why I'm doing it this way? It's a lot easier. It makes sense. But, you know, you guys probably have a much better way of doing it than I do. So, yeah. Alright, what we got? We got any pistons? We haven't got any pistons in here. We have got some gears, which I believe I shall need. Okay, right, let's double check the recipe for the pistons again. Right, we just need regular pistons. So, redstone, iron, cobble, and wood. Redstone, iron, cobble, and wood. Redstone, iron, cobble, and wood. Great success. Redstone. There we go. Cool beans. 1 more piston. And, right, so I wanted a piston, and we also need a, what do we need? We need a redstone engine. So we need the gears, glass, and wood. Actually, we've pretty much already got this, haven't we? Yeah, cool. So, gears, piston, glass, and wood. 1 redstone engine. Very nice indeed. And we also need a chest. Have I gone off for a chest? I don't think I have. Let's just quickly make 1 more chest, and we'll use this to collect all our chickens in. Once this is like fully up and running, I'm going to be extending it into the house. So, but that's once I've started making the house really big. Once the house is looking really kind of sexy, then we can use all of these to go and grab all the bits. There we go. And you can go there. Okay, right. Alright, it's working. Now the chicken should sit in there. I'm hoping it's not going to fall out, but we don't know. If it does fall out, then it's only going to fall into here, which is pretty cool. So that can sit like that, burning away, and when this opens up, then such and such. Cool beans. So if I was to put a redstone signal in there, you can see that it would shut this area off like that, and then only allow these items to be collected from here, and they would only get collected from here, which is cool beans. Cool beans indeed. Cool. Right. We'll find a way of wiring all that up very soon, but I just want to make sure that this is all going to work swimmingly. So let's get this guy to come out here. How far away from the edge are we? Alright. Oh, those are just my stairs. Okay. Alright, this one can come out of here then. So he can go in there. Like that. There we go. Beautiful. Now, we've just got to get it all working. So, those chickens up there at the minute aren't good enough. They're not fully grown, so they're not going to produce any meats. So, the first thing we need is for them to actually start producing. And while our system is like this, that ain't going to work, because those are going to fall down there and go into the fiery goodness, which isn't very nice. So let's board this area up, and as far as I'm aware, that'll be good. There we go. They can only fall into there, which is very nice. Actually, we need to bring this back one like that, so that should work. The piston needs to actually, that reminds me, the piston actually needs to be moved along one. This should all be moved along one step, unless I can get the chickens to fall down there. Alright, let's just move this along quickly. There we go. Alright. What am I doing? Grab one of these. And we need it to be here, don't we? Because that's where the hole is. I should have really looked at that before we started doing this. There's always one small difficult object that takes place, and today it was doing this. Alright, now, those guys fall down there. This needs to be moved along one. That block can stay there where it is for the time being, and hopefully we shouldn't have a problem with... Actually, that might actually solve our problem with the old pistony problem we've been having. So, that needs to go there. Piston needs to go here. Nope, still gonna have the same problem, but it's fine. It's fine. Now we should be able to get in here, and yeah, there we go. Right, so that's gonna fall like that. Those will fall down there. That's pumping away. We just need to get a bit of the nether brick in there and board this area up like that. There we go. And nether brick, and we need our flint and steel, which you got out, so that's cool. Pow. There we go. Right, that should now work. So the eggs are going to fall onto our board just here, which will then be sucked up by the obsidian and planted into this chest here. And that guy there is running away. At least I think he's running away. Is he running away? Yeah, he's doing good. Then when we flip the switch, which I'll wire up soon, the water will stop, allowing the chickens to fall down into the furnace to be cooked and sucked up, which will then go to our chest up there. Very good. So for the time being, I'm just going to close this off, and we're going to use this to collect delicious eggs in the meantime. I need to actually open this one here, don't I? Oh. Have we got an axe on us? Yeah, we have. No, we need a shovel. There we go. Very nice. Okay, right. That's looking much better already. And I'm just going to fill this in like this so no one can get in there. And we just need to pop one last chest on here, which I've just chucked away. There we go. Cool. Cool beans. Alright, there we go. So that's pretty much that. In the next episode, we will move on to actually getting it all wired up and working properly. And hopefully by that time, we're going to have some more chickens. We'll need to relocate the... Oh, no, you can see it's actually working now. Nice. You can actually see the obsidian coming out down the bottom. So the water's worked. Now, like I said, in the next episode, we'll get this all wired up. The chickens by then should all be fully grown and having little babies. Little chicken babies. And we'll use all of their eggs and stuff to create more. So... there we go. Right, I'm going to go to bed because I'm knackered, and I will see you guys probably tomorrow because, you know, we love doing Feed the Beast. I'll see you later. Bye-bye.